Hello, and welcome to this special Q&A video with Andromedan contactee Alex Collier. In today's video, we're sharing an exclusive sneak peek from the latest webinar's question and answer session. If you'd like to dive deeper and watch the full webinar replay, it's available for just $6.99 over at alexcollier.tv, exclusively for our community of truth seekers. Before we get started, we'd be so grateful if you could like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to get notified of all new videos. Your support helps spread Alex's messages from the Andromedans to more people around the world. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Whether it's your thoughts, a question, or even just an emoji, every comment counts, and we read them all. Your feedback and engagement really make a difference. If you'd like to show a little extra support, consider clicking the Super Thanks button, the heart with a $sign, to give a tip. Every bit helps us continue to bring you more content from Alex Collier. Now, let's get into this special Q&A with Alex.
And Jess is an osteopath who trained with one of the true legends in osteopathy, Dr. Jim Jellis. And I took my daughter, Annie, to see him when she was 6. He puts his hands on the back of her head and describes her birth. Unbelievable. And so Jess, during the whole pandemic, couldn't touch people. And anyway, her background is in physiatry. Her specialty was spinal cord injury, amputees. She knows more anatomy than I will ever know. And she realized that she could do this and feel into the tissue at a distance. Quantum healing is where we're all going. So Jess, why don't you talk a little bit more and then take us through the process?
Beautiful. Thank you, Christiane. Right. Yeah, that was a great introduction. And thanks for having me, Alex, on this show. This is a real honor. So I want everyone to know that when I started my career in medicine, I wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon, and I was very outside in my approach to healing, just like so many of us. And as time has gone on now, it's been a real inversion, just like the world. So we live in an inverted world, and that inverted world actually is really working to our advantage when we start looking at ourselves in that way, from the inside out. So I'm going to take you all the way into the middle of your body. And Christiane Northrup, she showed you that slide in her presentation, which was actually from a program that I taught just last month, actually. And it was the central channel. Oh, thank you. So it was the central channel. So every single person running through the middle of your body has an energetic channel, a midline. And that energetic channel goes all the way down to the earth, and it extends up through your body. The earth, think of the earth as your reservoir for voltage. So I saw in the comments just a moment ago, how do I up my voltage? Okay, we're going to do that in just a moment, but I want to talk to you a little bit about how incredible this is for you to know this, and also know that every single one of you is designed to do this. So I have a lot of training and a lot of skills, but innately we're all wired to increase our own voltage at a cellular level by reconnecting to the frequencies of the earth. We're connected to the earth through the central channel. And underneath your body, there is an energy center that it's called lots of things, but I call it the Earth Star Energy Center. It's about 2 feet under your body. And that Earth Star Energy Center will feed up into your body by way of that central channel and into each one of your energy centers that runs in a midline orientation along your spine. This is so key, you guys, to know this, because now Christiane mentioned that I'm a physiatrist, which means I'm a spine specialist. So I've worked with spinal cord injury, I've worked with traumatic brain injury, I've worked with amputees, and I worked with these conditions that were considered by Western medicine to be not treatable. When we know, okay, now the reason that I love working with these conditions is because I was the doctor that was trying to help people not die because they were able-bodied one day and the next day they couldn't walk. Their spirit, right? I was talking to their spirit. But back then, I didn't know that every single cell in the body regenerates itself as long as it has enough voltage. So now what we're talking about is we actually can heal anything, a nanoparticle that has been injected into the body, some shedding that you're, concerned about, some energetic parasite, which, they do exist. But when we learn how to anchor this voltage, our body, into the earth and amplify voltage, it augments, it increases the frequency or the available energy inside of every single cell of your body. And so Western medicine goes all the way down to the level of neurology. And this, what I'm calling energetic osteopathy, goes down to the energy that feeds into the body. We can't heal if we don't have enough voltage to do that. We'll heal about 80%. If you get a common cold, you can get better from that. If you get a spinal cord injury, it's really hard because you just don't have enough voltage running through your wires in order to regenerate the tissue of the neurologic system. Well, guess what? You do. So what we're going to do, and this is really, really fun stuff, we're going to go all the way down, and I'm going to offer you a healing session. I do group healing sessions in my online community. I do group healing sessions. I've got one coming up actually on Thursday of the 16th of this month. So I teach people how to do this because every single person, physiatrist, thank you, Joanne. Physical medicine rehabilitation specialist is my medical training, but I'm also an osteopathic physician and an energy healer. So I bridge it all together. So Western medicine with osteopathic medicine, and then going all the way into the frequency that the body is made of, which is love, right? We're made of love. So the frequency of love is everywhere in the body, and dis-ease is, or disease, right? Dis-ease is just the body in a stagnant place. It has stagnant frequencies somewhere. As we amplify the voltage from the inside out, what happens is an energetic parasite, a nanobot, has nothing to hook into because there's so much flow through the core of the body, through that central channel, that then overflows into the energy centers, that then overflows into the nerves, that then overflows into the cells. And then the cells, when they regenerate, have enough voltage to regenerate another healthy cell. I always bring in the work of Jerry Tennant because Jerry Tennant is an MD, ophthalmologist, who eradicated, gosh, what did he have? He had I think it was an encephalomyelite. He had some really incurable disease that he intracted and he figured out because he's brilliant. He's the man who invented the LASIK laser. And he was the one who really put the figures together about how much voltage does the body need for one cell to regenerate into another healthy cell. And those numbers are 50 millivolts. We need negative 50 millivolts of voltage running through every single cell in your body in order for each cell to regenerate into another healthy cell. And so if we're in a low voltage environment because of the energy of fear, or if we have a lot of old residue as a result of past traumas that haven't fully been resolved yet, if we're walking around and we're in anger all the time, these are ways that the body's voltage goes down because we're in an incoherent wave pattern. So as we get back into our center, as we start doing healing, then our voltage goes up, the body heals, and we are really immune to anything that's coming our way. So this is how we heal from within. So, and thank you, for Dr. Tennant. He has a website as well, and he's amazing. So we could talk a lot about all of this, and hopefully this is a beginning. This conversation is really just a beginning point. Every single person on this planet gets to know who they are now. That's what we are waking up to. We're waking up to the fact that we're electromagnetic beings with self-healing capacities, and that we, on the most microscopic levels, are designed to heal. There's nothing in your body that is not capable of regeneration. We just have to know how to connect back into this earth, the power grid that is the earth, run it through our bodies in a very physiologic way, and then clear out what is no longer needed within it. The last thing I'm going to bring in before I take you into your body is that around your body, so this is basic physics, we have this central channel that we've talked about, and through the central channel runs an energetic or electromagnetic current, which generates voltage, okay? The bottom of your body, the negative part of your body, the negative pole, connects you into the earth, and the top part of your body, the positive pole, connects you into the sun. And then around your body, as a result of the current that's running through the core of it, is a magnetic field, your human biofield. The human biofield is yours. It contains a record of your whole life. and any past experience that you haven't fully digested yet through the body. And that's what we're going to start working with in today, because as we start working from the human biofield, combing these biophotons that stay in there in a storage form until we help them come back to the body for the healing that the body needs, they'll kind of hang out there. And that's a lot of where your stored voltage is. So we're going to work from the biofield into the body, connect you into this Earth star below your body. And then finally, at the very end, we're just going to connect you back into the sun, because that is the biophotonic light that is going to help shine on you. Okay. So if you are, I do have a website, and it's www.energetikosteopathy.com. And as I mentioned, I'm doing a group healing session this coming Thursday night, Eastern time at 6:30, which is on the 16th. So for any of you that really want to get a full hour with me, that's where you can hop over and get a sense of that. And I have lots of other ways that we can connect as well. So, all right, so get really comfortable. If you're driving in your car, just listen. If you're in a place where you can get into like either a seated position where you're really comfortable, or a lying down position. Christiane will warn you, if you're lying down, you're probably going to fall asleep. But just get comfortable. I use my hands, and I'm going to bring us into a synchronized collective group healing container in a moment here. As I do that, you're going to hear me talk. And so if you find that you get really sleepy and you start to kind of fade out, go into theta, let your body do what it's going to do. A lot of people fall asleep when I do this. My voice tends to be very soothing, but it's also, my voice carries the frequency of healing, okay, healing energy. So you may just find yourself go down. You may follow me the whole time. You may feel so much like electricity running through your body. So there's lots of different ways that each person is going to experience this differently. So all that I ask is that you listen to what I'm saying. You can close your eyes now. You can get yourself comfortable. You can lie down. Yeah. Oh, sorry. If you're managing the webinar, I probably wouldn't want you to lie down. Okay. So this is so great. Thank you again. And by the end of this, we're just going to kind of fade out. Once you get into your body in this way, it's very calming for your nervous system. It downregulates your nervous system. And so you may just kind of not want to be more engaged. You know, take some time after this, for example, just to integrate this work. All right, so close your eyes if you can. And if you're driving or you're at work, just listen. And you can always come back to this a little bit later on at another time. And now I want you just to find your breath with your inner vision. So if you're closing your eyes, bring your breath into the center of your chest. So right in the middle of your chest, right in the middle of that big sternum bone, is an energy center, your fourth energy center, the heart center. And that's the largest electromagnetic center in the body. So now I just want you to take your inner, so we're going to use your own attention and your own intention and your own breath. So even though I'm supporting this group, there's so many people here, and this is amazing. So as we come together in these group healings, this is the new medicine, by the way. It's all about community. And it's all about coming together and synchronizing into the frequencies of love. And that's what we're doing right now. So we're bringing together this whole group, everybody that's participating. There you go. And now just start to feel your own heart center starting to swell and expand and take up more space inside of your ribs, inside of your chest. Breathe in now. There you go. And exhale, just breathe out and begin to breathe down into your abdomen. So what we're doing is we're using the central energetic channel, and we're going all the way into the core of it. And now move your attention, your inner focus, down into the middle of the abdomen, and find that sweet spot right in the middle of the abdomen. You'd find your small intestine there. This is where the vagus nerve comes down and starts to amplify that part of the nervous system that calms you down. And so we have to calm our nervous system down and begin to regulate it in order to engage in a deeper healing or a recharging process. If we're in a sympathetic process where we're just scanning the outer environment and taking in information all the time and getting really hooked into the distraction of the outer world, then our nervous system goes into more of an incoherent waveform. So we want to make it more coherent. Breathe into your abdomen now and just start to feel yourself landing here. And for those of you that know where the energy centers are, where I want you to focus your attention is somewhere right between your second energy center, which is right behind your belly button, and your third energy center, also called the solar plexus, which is in the upper abdomen. Go right in between those two and breathe right there. Just inhale and activate that part of your nervous system that will support your body in slowing down. Breathe in. Feel that biophotonic frequency coming in. Now exhale and breathe down. Let that breath naturally guide your attention down into the pelvis of your body. And at the very base of your pelvis, there's an energy center called the root center, the first center. It sits at the floor of your pelvic diaphragm. And so just breathe right there. Take your focus right there and feel it. And what's so amazing about you is that wherever you rest your attention, you are bringing more biophotonic light. And what you choose to do with that biophotonic light is your intention. So if you intend to gather more of your biophotonic light to your first energy center, to open it up so that we can root down to the earth together, it is so, it is done. Our attention, intention, and breath are the healing tools that you were born with. Now breathe into your root center and open up your perineum, which is that opening at the very bottom of your pelvis. Now exhale and let your attention fall down to the earth, landing in the Earth Star, which is just 2 feet under your body. Your Earth Star, I see this as an energetic placenta. And it's with us forever. For as long as you're in human form, you have this. This is with you. So this is the funneler of energy, of frequency that gathers from the earth and wants to support you. It comes into your body, your physical body. So this is the interface between the non-physical realm of the earth and your physical body. So as you breathe up from your Earth Star now, gather that energy up with your inhalation. Breathe into your root center and feel the filling as you inhale into your pelvic bowl, made up of 3 bones, 2 hip bones and your sacrum, which is your tailbone, that big upside down triangular bone at the base of your spine. Breathe in and start to feel your pelvis filling with this energy from the earth. And now we're going to open your roots, your root system. So your roots are your legs, and each leg has 3 energy centers, 1 in your hip, 1 in your knee, and 1 in your foot. So first breathe up from your Earth Star into the pelvis, open it up, just feel that filling. And as you exhale, now breathe toward both of your hips and open up those energy centers, lubricating these hip centers with the energy from the earth, clearing them out. For any of you that have hip pain or any restriction within the musculoskeletal system at this level, this is supporting you. We're amplifying the voltage there just by bringing your attention, your breath, and the flow of these biophotons from the earth through it. Now, again, we're going to move down through your legs. Breathe up from your Earth Star into the root of the body. Now exhale down through your hips, down to your knees, and each knee has an energy center. As you get into your knees, you can pause. You can focus on your left knee, open and intend to open up the energy center in your left knee, and maybe you're feeling that now. And now move over to your right knee. Inhale over there in the energy center and feel it open up. Beautiful. As the knee centers open, that energy can flow down into your shins and down into your calves toward your feet. And your legs might be tingling by now. And that's the sign that energy is moving from a more stagnant position in your body to a more flow-like state in your body. Now we're moving all the way down to your feet. Breathe up from your Earth Star into the body, into the root center. And now exhale straight down, mobilizing this energy down through your legs, all the way down to your feet. And pause when you get there to open up each energy center in each foot. So in your left foot, it's right in the middle of your foot, in the sole of your foot. Open it up, and this is opening up your drain. So what we're doing is we're just letting this all flow down to the earth again. For repurposing, for recycling, we're moving it through your body so your body can clear out what it's been holding on to and then refill with these revitalized energies from the earth. Moving to the right side, breathe into your right foot center, open up that drain. Nice. Beautiful. Now just feel that open kinetic chain, right? So now we have flow. Breathe up from your earth star into your root center and exhale across your pelvis, both sides, and all the way down through your legs. We're clearing out your roots, which is such an important, very key part of healing. We have to root down in order to anchor into this earth, just like a tree. A healthy root system allows the tree to be vital and to soak up all the nutrients from the soil. So what we're also doing with an open root system is clearing out whatever your body's absorbed from the air, from the water, from the food supply. So we're clearing all that out through the system. Nothing gets stuck in you anymore. There we go. Now, okay, and I'm apologizing if this is too fast. I just want to be very honoring of time. Oftentimes I do this in a much slower way. Okay, so just feel your roots. Breathe up from your earth star into the root center. And then exhale down through your legs. Just feel yourself rooting down. Calm down. And feel your body settling into the earth. So pricey. For some of you, this feels too slow. For some of you, this feels too fast. I always tell people that this is something that I guide you through so that you can get a feeling for it. And ultimately, I love to teach people how to make this their own. I offer lots of different ways that you can learn this method so that you can have it be something that feels really good for you, for your body. We all have different rhythms. We all have different needs. And some of you may find that you want to spend a lot more time in your root system, maybe in one part of your body, like a knee that's been really symptomatic lately. So let's move up. I just wanted you to feel that rooting experience. Now we're going to move up a little bit and start to take your attention up to the level of your hips. And now around your body, there's a human biofield. Let's start to move the attention of your own human lens into your own human biofield just outside of your left hip. And start to comb with your attention, with your breath, breathe in from the biofield into the left hip. And once you get it into the left hip, that's your energy center. It's now back into the body. Breathe in all the way into the base of the pelvis where the root center is. And as you comb these energies back into the body, if you have any part of your left hip region that needs support, go right into the middle of it. Breathe into the middle of it. Bring this energy right into it. And then go all the way into the midline where your first center is. And then exhale when you get there. As you exhale, that energy will start to reabsorb into the body where it's needed most, or return to the earth. So this now is about reconnecting your human body to your human biofield and gathering these parts of you from the biofield back into the body so that you can clear out your cells and mobilize the energy that's in them by amplifying the voltage. Bringing the voltage from the biofield back into the cells of the body helps the body to clear out whatever's in storage within its cellular structure. Bringing your attention now over to the right side. And then go all the way out into the biofield, just about a foot away from your right hip, and start to breathe in, inhaling through your right hip center, and then into the midline where that root center is. And again, if you have any parts of your body at this level, within the right hip, or the right sacroiliac region, or the lower digestive tract that needs support, use your intention to bring these energies specifically into that part of you. And then when you get into that root center, just exhale. The exhalation is the discharge. The exhalation is the surrendering. And let that energy that you just combed from the field go where it's needed. And now feel this expansion that happens as you do this work. So breathe now. Just opening up a little bit more through that root center. Breathe up from your earth star and into the root center. And now exhale straight out through your hips, out to the field to open up that root just a little bit more. And once that first energy center opens, now we can start to move up into the upper centers. We're going to move into the second center, which is just behind your belly button. This energy center carries a lot of old trauma, sexual trauma. A lot of old shame lives here. The center can be really juicy and have a lot of energetic, emotional stagnation. And so as we start to move from the biofield back into this part of you, you may feel some of that energy in the form of emotion. You may feel yourself welling up with tears. These emotions were put into storage because your body was overwhelmed by them when they were generated during whatever moment in your life created them. And so what we're getting to do now is bring you back together again. Digest these parts of you that you just didn't really have time or safety, really, to digest the first time around. And we all have so many moments in our lives that just happen too fast. And so they're in a partially digested storage form. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because this is the voltage we've been talking about. When we digest these energies back, your voltage goes up. When your voltage goes up, your healing capacity increases. So we want the body to be whole and revitalized with your own life experiences, digesting them again through the body. Now, from your left lower abdominal quadrant, take your attention out about a foot to the left and now breathe in. Breathe in from the biofield into the lower abdominal quadrant, and then right into the midline, that second center sitting right there behind your belly button. And maybe you can feel this energy coming in because there's a lot of it right now. It's not subtle. This is a big group, so we have so much healing happening here. We're all supporting each other. We're all amplifying what's possible for one another. Now breathe from the right side. And again, we're just going to start by combing from that right biofield side about a foot away from the body. Breathe into the right lower quadrant of your abdomen, and then all the way into the midline. Just feel that coming back in. Again, so if any of you have lower digestive issues or reproductive issues, let's just say that you are trying to get pregnant and you have some infertility that you've been working with, this is how I help you. Or if you are somebody who, there was a question earlier about having an intimate partner who is vaccinated and you're concerned about whether you are taking on some of those nanoparticles, this is a really important way that I help my patients and my clients amplify and clear from whatever it is that they're exposed to. So you're really not resigned to hold anything in your body. This is how we move it through. And this is a place where I've found a lot of COVID vaccine injuries settle within this reproductive system and also the urinary system. So I do a lot of healing, a lot of clearing at the second center level. Beautiful. All right, we just did a lot of clearing through the second center. Breathe out from the Earth Star into the second center. And now exhale through the lower abdomen, through both sides. Just give it more, it's like giving it a rinse from the energies of Earth. We're opening up from the Earth now. And now let's move up to the third center. We're going to take this all the way up. So we'll move into the third center and on up the chain. Breathing up from your Earth Star now. Inhale. Feel that third center receiving the energy of the Earth up through you. And what's really nice about this is your center that empowers you. So now when you have a rooted body and energy able to flow up through your second center, which can sometimes get a little congested for reasons I just mentioned, when you clear those out, now you have a straight line of flow from the Earth up into this empowerment center of yours. And this really is what is going to help you to amplify your voltage. This is like your inner inferno. I love the third center. It's probably my favorite part of the body because it's the one that will support you in walking around feeling really, really good, energized, vital, healthy, whole, connected, confident. There we go. Now let's move to the right side and move into your liver for a moment. That sits in the right upper quadrant, tucked underneath your rib cage. There's a big energy center there. Breathe into it and to activate it. There you go. Now breathe from your biofield. Inhale from about 1 foot away from your body off the right upper abdominal quadrant and inhale through the liver and then into the midline, into the third energy center. There you go. So we're clearing this particular organ right now, which is your detoxification your major detoxification organ. Breathe in, open it up, clear it out, and drop all that old stagnant residue into the third center. Exhale and just let it flow. The midline is really where we want things to go, but we've got to bring it through the body in order to clear the body. Now moving to the left side, let's connect into your stomach, which is in a similar location as your liver, but on the left side, just underneath your rib cage, lower rib cage. Breathe into it to activate it. And that's just opening up that magnetic draw into that organ. Now draw it in from the biofield. Breathe in to your stomach from the biofield outside of your left upper quadrant. And feel this energy come into the stomach. We're just moving these energies through. There's a lot of emotional energies that tend toward different organ systems. So overwhelm, powerlessness, and feeling a victim to any of the situations you've been in your life, this is something that likes to congregate in and around the stomach area, and it's ancestral. This is really what we absorbed through our mother's lineage. So a lot of our mothers and our mothers' mothers were here during times of feeling pretty powerless and small. And so we're alchemizing that now. This is the rising divine feminine in you, whether you are male or female. Beautiful. Feel that experience, that expansion rather, through that third center. Breathe up from your earth star. Inhale into the third center and then exhale through the lower rib cage. We're just giving it a nice expansion across the lower rib cage, breathing out, filling in space with the energy of earth from that which you just cleared. So the key here is as you clear out these parts of you that have been stagnant or partially digested, unprocessed, you fill in with these revitalized energies from the earth. And that's what we want. We want to revitalize ourselves with the earth. There we go. Now moving up into your fourth center, right in the middle of your chest. We started here, but now your heart is anchored into your body and rooted into the earth. And so it's a different experience. When we're rooted into the body and the earth, we can anchor into love in a more consistent and in a more resilient way. So many of us want love so badly. We just want to feel more self-love. We know that's the way, but we don't really know how to hold that state. This is how we do it through the body and through the earth. Breathe up from your earth star into that heart center, fourth center, and just feel an expansion through your chest, across your shoulders, and run down through your arms. This love runs right through you. And I'm going to start to just kind of bring us into a close here because of our timing. So as your heart opens, let's move all the way up. Bring that energy all the way up through the top of your head and all the way up into the energy center just above your head, 2 feet above your head, and that's the sun. And now breathe in from the sun. We're just going to open up this flow all the way down through your central channel, down through these parts of your body that we worked with today, namely those lower 4 centers. But your whole central channel is now being illuminated by this biophotonic light from the sun, clearing out any residue in your body that, with your intention, you're ready to clear out. Just give it back, breathe it down to the earth, clear out. And now when you're down in the earth, take this next breath as we close this healing space, breathing up from your earth star up into your heart. And then come back into your own space. I'm going to help to just disengage the healing container. Come back into your own body and feel your body anchored, rooted, and reconnected to your own love, your own heart. And then when you're ready, you can come back. And I think we're going to close out here, but that is really just an introduction to what you are designed to do. You are designed to heal at the most minute cellular level, down to the levels of your DNA. It's all by design. This is information that they did not want us to know. Learning how to work within your human biofield at the biophotonic level and in your body. This is really important, you guys. This is not esoteric. This is not woo-woo. This is not energy magic. It is energy magic. This is cellular. And so this is scientific, and it can be measured and studied, and we will. So thank you so much for letting me come on. Yeah, take us all through that.
Thank you so much for watching today's question and answer video. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to stay updated on new videos. Your support truly helps us spread Alex's messages from the Andromedans and reach more people. For those interested in the complete experience, remember that the full webinar replay is available for just $6.99 at alexcollier.tv. This is where you'll find Alex's in-depth insights and answers to more questions from our community. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment or drop an emoji below. We read every single comment, and your engagement really means a lot to us. To keep up with the latest from Alex Collier, you can visit alexcollier.org for more about his work, alexcollier.news to sign up for our email newsletter with the latest updates and exclusive content, and alexcollier.live for the most recent news and info. And don't miss our full library of over 250 past webinars on alexcollier.tv. Thanks again for supporting the work of Alex Collier. Your support makes it all possible, and we're truly grateful for each and every one of you. See you next time. If you would like to see the Andromedan contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live online seminar every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information on upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org.